Okay. That was a beautiful song from Master KG, and I always don't know how to pronounce her name, but that was such a beautiful song. I'm pretty sure everybody is familiar with this song. I think the whole corona situation were around this song, and I saw this funny post saying that 2020 literally was January, February, March, Corona, Jerusalem, and December. So I think the song really helped us go through this whole pandemic. But I want to thank you again for coming on our show. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for always being faithful to our JOUR-DATE Zoom HEBDO. And it's always a pleasure to be your host. For those that is the first time to be here, my name is Junella Ondo, and I'm the Vice President and the General Manager of JOUR-DATE Consulting. And it's always a pleasure to be the host to present all the entrepreneurs that we have either in Canada or in Africa. Last week we had the pleasure to have a Legoshade with us, and today we're going to have a great Canadian company that is actually coming from Winnipeg, but we are going to give us more detail about that. And like I said, we also promote, we freely promote artists such as this South African musician, because we also want to show the culture and anything that is related to the culture. So thank you so much for joining with us. And always don't forget, even if you're not with us on live on the Zoom, there's always a live on YouTube, and you can always go back to watch it. Donc, comme je le disais tantôt, nous avons présenté l'artiste sud-africaine avec Master KG. J'oublie toujours de comment prononcer son nom, mais nous vous remercions d'être toujours présent, d'être toujours fidèle à notre émission JOUR-DATE Zoom HEBDO. Et je me présente, je suis Junella Ondo, je suis la vice-présidente et la directrice générale de JOUR-DATE Consulting. Et à part promouvoir les entreprises, les auteurs, les entrepreneurs, nous voulons aussi promouvoir la culture avec des artistes, comme nous l'avons fait aussi dans de nos Zooms précédents. Et sans plus tarder, nous avons l'honneur d'avoir une compagnie canadienne avec nous aujourd'hui, mais nous allons vous la présenter plus tard. Maintenant, je vais d'abord introduire M. Justin Ondo-Asumou, qui est ici avec nous, qui est le président et le fondateur de JOUR-DATE Consulting, et c'est lui qui va nous faire l'honneur d'introduire notre invité d'aujourd'hui. So, I would like to introduce Mr. Justin Ondo-Asumou, who is the founder and the CEO, the president and the CEO of JOUR-DATE Consulting, and he will have the pleasure to actually introduce the guest that we have today. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you are going to learn more. Thank you, Mr. Justin, to be with us. Welcome. Hello.
Oui, merci. Thank you. I'm sorry because we have some. Just
your
give me
mic
a
is
minute.
a bit. Okay, he will be with us anytime soon. But for those that just come, welcome, and feel at home, because this is also what we want JOUR-DATE Consult to be, a family. So feel welcome. And I will always remind you, if you are a company or an author or a young entrepreneur and you would like to the world to know what you're doing, to share your vision, you are more than welcome to contact us and join the JOUR-DATE Zoom HEBDO. Donc, si vous êtes un entrepreneur, vous avez une compagnie, vous voulez vendre un auteur, quoi que ce soit, vous voulez partager cette vision avec le monde, n'hésitez pas à nous joindre au JOUR-DATE Zoom HEBDO et nous pourrons aussi faire la même chose avec vous. Merci. Monsieur Ondo, est-ce que c'est bon avec l'audio?
Ok, vous m'entendez maintenant?
C'est toujours... peut-être si vous cliquez sur la flèche du micro, vous pourrez peut-être marquer microphone.
Est-ce que vous m'entendez?
Ok, oui, là c'est bon.
C'est bon?
Oui.
Ok. Je voudrais m'excuser auprès de nos auditeurs parce que vous savez, quand on fait la technologie, nous avons des écrans, des computers à côté. C'est pour cela qu'il y a eu quelques sons. Nous nous excusons. Alors, effectivement, je vais parler en français. la vice-présidente qui est Junela Ondo, puisque aujourd'hui, elle a 2 chapeaux, elle va également parler de M&C Commodities après. Alors, nous commençons aujourd'hui quelque chose d'important pour l'Afrique et nous sommes convaincus que l'Afrique est utile et s'intéresse au Canada. Et JOUR-DATE Consulting a mis sur pied ce que nous allons commencer à faire aujourd'hui. La plupart des mardis qui arrivent, nous allons vous introduire des compagnies canadiennes qui sont disposées et prêtes à aller en Afrique. Et la première compagnie que nous présentons aujourd'hui est dans l'agroalimentaire. C'est la compagnie M&C Commodities. Nous la connaissons depuis presque 4 ans. Cette compagnie voulait déjà aller en Afrique, mais le coronavirus est venu tout arrêter. On devait aller en Éthiopie. M&C Commodities n'est pas allé à cause du coronavirus. On a voulu ensuite aller au Cameroun. On a planifié le Nigeria. Alors, donc, je ne vais pas être très long parce que ce que M&C Commodities va présenter aujourd'hui va intéresser au-delà de l'Afrique. Et je signale que j'ai envoyé aujourd'hui et depuis la semaine dernière l'information à toutes les ambassades africaines au Canada. Même s'ils ne sont pas dans le Zoom, ils sont informés de ce qui se passe à partir d'aujourd'hui. Donc, à partir d'aujourd'hui, nous voulons aller au-delà du virtuel. Alors, sans plus tarder, je voudrais vous introduire Monsieur Brenden. Ginela peut d'abord dire un mot avant que je présente Brenden en anglais.
I think you're on mute, Janela.
Thank you, Brenden. I think for a moment, thank you so much. I was saying is we decided to do a special edition on Tuesday for Canadian company. And we had a great pleasure to have M&C Community being part and to have a partnership with JOUR-DATE Consulting. And not only they are great people, and I thank God that I was able to meet them before coronavirus, but with the situation happening, we had so many plans. So the first one was to go for a trade mission in Africa during summer, but with everything was happening has been canceled. Then we like, okay, January probably will work, and then we are here. January is still the same thing, but it's not going to stop us from having more and more dreams for this new year. So we would like to welcome again Mr. Brenden Lawrence, who is the Vice President for the company M&C Commodity. Mr. Carlos, who is the founder and CEO, was not able to be with us today, but hopefully we'll be able to see him next time. And Brenden is such a wonderful person. He's very, one of the most relaxed person that I've met. And it's always a pleasure to talk about opportunities, and especially the vision that him and Carlos have for Africa. And it's an honor for me to have him on my show, Drama Zoom HEBDO. And I hope the same way I feel excited about the vision that they have for Africa, you will also be amazed with the ideas that they have in the presentation that we give. And I think Mr. Ondo will probably go next after me. Mr. Ondo, did you want to add anything more?
Ok, je vais juste dire en français que le CEO de M&C Commodities ne sera pas dans le direct. Il nous suit loin d'ici. Alors, donc, vous l'avez déjà vu sur nos photos. Vous connaissez Carlos Melo, c'est le CEO. Il est présent, mais à distance, à cause du déplacement qu'il a eu à faire. Mais vous l'avez déjà vu. Donc, aujourd'hui, on sera avec le vice-président qui maîtrise tout ce qu'on a eu à faire, puisqu'on a déjà été rencontrer les ambassadeurs une fois. Okay, thank you, Carlos. Brenden, to come here. I just informed that Carlos is not available today, and but the people saw already Carlos Melo on Facebook and so on. So thank you. You have a platform. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you both very much for the grand introductions and the great opening. We thought that song would be a great representation of our mission and vision for Africa, as it really represents the culture and kind of some mutual feelings. I've had the great pleasure of working with JOAMA Consulting from the very beginning, since Justin founded it a couple of years ago, and I've worked very closely with him and Janella. And I don't think there could be two more people that are more passionate and dedicated to building this bridge between Canada and Africa. So it's an absolute pleasure to work with you both. And I can say that if we collaborate with the right partners, it's not a matter of if we succeed, it's just really a matter of when. So we're very excited to present here today. It's a great pleasure to have everybody on the phone, whether you're from here in Canada or overseas. We have some great information for you here today. And without further ado, we will get started. So I'm going to share my screen here. Hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties.
Hopefully.
You can see my screen okay?
Yes, we are able to see it.
So first things first, we like to do some formal introductions. I'll go first. So I'm Brenden Lawrence. I'm the Vice President of M&C Commodities. I have a background in business administration with a major in marketing. I've worked with some of the largest brands in the world, such as Budweiser and Aspirin. I joined Carlos about 3 years ago now, with really a passion to launch and lead this project in his business. And I've really never looked back since. It's been an absolute pleasure working alongside him, learning from him, and really growing our business to what it is today. And we can't wait to see what it will be in the near future. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here with us today. But Carlos Melo is the founder, president, and CEO of M&C Commodities. He built it from the ground up over 12 years ago. He's a power engineer by trade and has put many, many years of sweat equity into the business to bring it to where it is today. So we need to applaud Mr. Melo on all of his hard work in bringing healthy and natural agri-food to Canada and hopefully very soon to Africa. So without further ado, we'll jump right into the presentation here. So let me officially welcome you to M&C Commodities, where quality, integrity, and passion are truly the cornerstones of everything that we do. And we're here today to present our vision for Africa. And our true vision is represented by a bridge, because we don't see Africa as just a market for our products. We see it as a true partnership between Canada and Africa for the people of whatever great country we choose to start with in Africa. So we're going to talk today a little bit about M&C Commodities, where we're at today, the successes we've had here in Canada as well as abroad. We're going to talk about our mission and vision for Africa, and then very importantly, what are the elements for success that we need to make this mission happen. So M&C Commodities today. So M&C Commodities, we enhance the agri-food chain, and we do that by crafting cleaner and more natural ingredients. We were established in 2009 with a focus on crafting better agri-food. And it's really been our mission to continue to build business in Canada and abroad to bring food and feed for humans and animals around the world. So we craft quality and cold pressed ingredients in two key categories, which is edible oil and animal feed. which ultimately produces a protein and energy source for humans and animals. We have a line of cold pressed cooking oils, which are naturally flavored. The exciting part about our process is that there's absolutely no chemicals added, which keeps the oil as natural as it can be. There's zero trans fat, zero cholesterol. It's a very heart healthy oil, which couldn't be more pure in quality, coming from the great high standards of our Canadian commodities grown right in our backyard here. So we produce three key oils here in Canada: is soybean oil, sunflower, as well as canola. We do retail as well as food service packaging under the Melo's Finest brand. We also produce bulk products for overseas shipping. And the brand or the label you see there, it was actually specifically designed to appeal to the African market, to kind of really show that collaboration between the Canadian identity and what we think appeals to the demographic of the people in many African countries throughout the landscape there. So we're very excited to have created this, and we can't wait to see it come to life on the ground in Africa. So the second component of our business is we produce high quality and chemical-free single ingredient feed. So again, this is all natural, which ultimately produces a feed that has higher digestibility, better conversion rates, increased daily gain, as well as increased energy levels, as well derived from soybean, sunflower, and canola. It's really where the market is going throughout the world. We've made great progress in seeing conversion in the barns, which we think we can make a difference on the ground in Africa. And we know this is much needed technology, to increase milk production, increase daily gain, and really make a difference for the farmers and the people of Africa. So our mission and vision for Africa, we've broke it down into 4 key phases. We really like to walk before we run, right? And really, you'll see kind of how we've mapped this out and how we start and where we want to go. And these steps, these phases can be applied to many different countries. Some may require some tweaking and some difference in approach, but it really is it really is a plan that we can apply to many different African countries to succeed. So our mission is to bring healthier and more sustainable agri-food systems to Africa while simultaneously stimulating the local economy. This is a very, very bold mission. It's one that requires a lot of dedication, a lot of passion. But as Mandela once said, it always seems impossible until it's done. So we want to be clear here that, we're not just here to again, dump products in Africa. We're here to build sustainable systems. We're here to create jobs, and we're here to teach many of the industry as a whole on how we do things here and how we can collaborate to make it better. So phase 1, it all starts with trust. We really need to earn the trust of the people. Again, we're not coming in to disrupt the current system. We're coming in to enhance it and help where we see fit. So the plan is M&C Commodities is going to work closely with local entrepreneurs to begin a business relationship. We'll begin to introduce the high quality and healthy oil to the market and launch campaigns and begin marketing execution to prove the market and business, really to move to phase 2. So to get kind of a mental snapshot of what we're doing here, phase 1 is very simple. We need to test the market. We need to see how customers and consumers adapt. So the idea is to work with entrepreneurs or business people in Africa who want to work with us to bring these products in and test them out. Let's get them into the hands of the consumers. Let's see what's good. Let's see what's not. Let's fix it. And let's start to build those channels into Africa. So phase 2 is to begin to build the infrastructure in Africa and create that local economical development. So as you can see, as we move down the phases here, the idea is to start to get away from just bringing products in, but now we're going to start to actually put our feet in the ground in a designated country in Africa. So the idea here would be to partner with a local bottling facility in the specified country, and then we would supply the high quality crude ingredients to be packaged and processed in Africa, and the African facility would be equipped to distribute the product locally. So this initiative, it would create jobs, it would drive local business, and most importantly, supply high quality and healthy oil for the people. So again, to get a mental snapshot of what we're seeing here, so now you can start to see that we're going to start to put our boots on the ground. So the idea here now is we're going to not bring the packaged oil, we're going to bring the crude oil. We're going to ship it into Africa. We're going to open up a bottling and packaging facility on the ground, again, while partnering with a local entrepreneur or business. They would then take the crude oil, further process it and package it right on home ground in Africa and get it into the hands of consumers. So this is really more of the exciting part as we move into what you can see is more of a sustainable system for the people of Africa. So phase 3 is now we're really working towards the sustainability of the agri-food chain. So the goal here is to begin to work with the farmers to produce sufficient feedstock and create a market by building a crushing plant. So what we mean here is right now, many of the crushing that goes on in Africa is done on a very small scale, which doesn't really allow sustainable chains and channels for farmers to sell their crops. So what we would do is we would build a crushing facility that would then create a market for farmers to sell their products to, that we would then further produce, add the value on the ground in Africa and distribute to the people. This again would create further jobs directly and indirectly and really stimulate the local economy. And then again, the second key component here would be the feed. So we would work with the livestock producers to supply feed that would increase the conversion and output, again, directly contributing to the economy and the people in the region. And really here, the objective is to create the direct and indirect jobs and build a feasible economy within the industry. So now you can really start to see that the model is shifting into the region of Africa. We still are going to need to supply that crude oil to the facility until we can fully cut it off, because it isn't sustainable to think that we can fully feed it. It's going to take time. But now you can see not only are we engaging the farmers, now we're putting the processing plant in there, we're adding the value on the ground, we're doing the packaging, we're creating the feed, and you can start to see that we're actually creating a microeconomy within the region of Africa. And that moves us to the most exciting part, which is phase 4, which really is, which ties into our initial vision, and that's to create the fully sustainable farm to table system, not only for the locals to keep that market supplied, but now we can also look at exporting or re-exporting to domestic regions within the country or surrounding countries, or even ship it from port to other continents or areas around the world. So what this will do is build sustainable markets for oil and meal in local, domestic, and international markets. Build sustainable markets for the farmers to sell their livestock and feedstock, and enhance the poultry, dairy, beef, aquaculture industries within high quality protein enhancers. So not only is it going to add value to the commodities, it's going to create jobs, it's going to enhance the entire farming industry as a whole, which ultimately leads to better economies of scale, increased employment, which will contribute directly to the GDP of that specified country. So this is really, this really captures the vision of what we're looking to do. And the exciting part here is that you can see now there is no Canada. Canada is cut out from supplying Africa. Africa is now completely self-sustainable within whatever country it's in. The farmer grows a crop, you add the value to the crop, you package it, you supply the feed, which indirectly will enhance the dairy, aquaculture, poultry industries within Africa, bringing it to the consumers. And not only that, but now positions that entity to now re-export around the world, again, directly creating that microeconomy and contributing to GDP. So it's a very exciting mission. Again, it looks like a simple picture, but all the steps required to get here are huge, and they're going to require a vast amount of work. So, but we're very excited and we're up for the challenge, and we can't wait to get started. So really it comes down to some key elements for success. That's why we're here today. That's why we're dealing with Justin. We've met with several government officials in Ottawa and here in Winnipeg, because we need to work together to succeed. There's no way that M&C Commodities can do this on our own, and we don't want to. We just want to be a key contributing factor and let the local entrepreneurs in Africa share the success. So it really starts with a commitment. I think it's very clear here today that we're committed. We've done our part. We've done everything we can do up until now and really brought our mission and vision to the table. So now the question is, can we share that same commitment with the government, with the locals, and with the stakeholders to build a better Africa? Second piece, we've mentioned it a few times already, is really just collaboration. It's key to success. That's what we're doing here today. We're collaborating, we're networking, we're really trying to get our message out there to see who we can get on board and get on board of this grand mission. It includes government, it includes local entrepreneurs, embassies, stakeholders, but really we need to collaborate for the interests and the prosperity of all. And if we do that, we're all going to win in one way, shape, or form. So today we always like to leave with a call to action. We don't like to just leave it, sitting. We want to leave here today with some type of next step or some type of challenge. So we really challenge everybody here on the call today, whether you're in Canada or whether you're in Africa, to get on board, to contact us, to get in touch with Justin or Janella, and let's work on a way to collaborate. Whether it's, it can be directly, whether you're a direct investor or just somebody who's going to indirectly be able to contribute or benefit from this project. We want to hear from you. So that's really why we're here today. So we challenge you, and we challenge everybody on the call to take those next steps, and let's not just talk about it, let's act and let's make it happen. So that's all I got here for you today. I can leave that slide up. That's my direct contact information. Please feel free to reach out again to either me, Justin, or Janella, and we'd be happy to share more information about the project and how we can collaborate to succeed. So thank you all very much for being on the call today, and I will pass the mic back to Justin or Janella.
Okay, thank you, Brenden. Can you take out your screen?
Yes.
Just want to share one screen with me here. Just a moment. Here you go. Okay. I hope that everyone can see my screen. I just want to speak in French, and then Janella will speak in English. Comme vous avez vu, la présentation a été courte. C'est nous qui avons demandé cela à M&C Commodities de ne pas tout vous montrer, parce que nous sommes convaincus qu'il y a certains détails qui n'ont pas besoin d'être divulgués en public. Chaque compagnie a ses secrets. Donc, c'est pour cela que ça a été court. Nous leur avons dit, ne montrez pas tout. Le reste, c'est avec des gens avec lesquels nous voulons être en relation. Nous ne voulons pas être sur le virtuel. Et pourquoi nous avons choisi M&C Commodities avant toutes les autres compagnies? Nous avons choisi M&C Commodities parce que n'importe quel pays africain a besoin de l'agroalimentaire, n'importe lequel. Il y a des pays qui sont spécialisés dans la technologie, etc. Mais chaque pays africain a besoin de M&C Commodities. Nous voulons que la rencontre d'aujourd'hui soit simplement une mise en relation avec vous. Nous avons déjà été rencontrer des ambassadeurs africains à Ottawa et la plupart, même s'ils ne sont pas directement dans la réunion, sont informés de ce Zoom d'aujourd'hui. Ils sont informés. Et ils sont aussi informés qu'il y a un lien Zoom, un lien YouTube qui sera placé. Alors, donc, nous considérons que l'Afrique doit se développer, doit créer de la technologie. M&C Commodities est disponible depuis plus de 4 ans. Nous ne sommes pas allés en Afrique simplement parce qu'on préparait le chemin et puis il y a eu Covid-19. Et nous voulons qu'après cette émission, il y a certaines personnes qui sont dans le meeting maintenant. J'ai vu, il y a le Burundi qui est ici. J'ai vu le Rwanda. J'ai vu un autre pays qui sont dans le meeting. Ils vont poser des questions certainement. Nous voulons qu'à partir de ce Zoom, comment peut-on avoir des contacts directs? On ne veut pas être sur le virtuel. M&C Commodities n'est pas sur le virtuel. On ne peut pas. On veut aller en Afrique. Alors, Gervais, comment peut-on faire pour arriver au Burundi maintenant, à partir d'aujourd'hui? Ben, you are from Rwanda. I know that you are with us. How can we do to reach there? Oh, sorry. Ginela va faire l'anglais, c'est ce que je m'explique pour les francophones. Donc, c'est ça l'objectif de ce Zoom d'aujourd'hui. Nous en aurons les autres mardis. Après le virtuel que nous faisons, au Gabon, en Côte d'Ivoire, etc., est-ce que le ministre de l'Agriculture n'a pas besoin de ça? Comment est-ce qu'on peut être en contact avec le ministre de l'Agriculture? Comment est-ce qu'on peut être en contact avec le président des hommes d'affaires, des compagnies du Togo, du Gabon, de Madagascar? M&C-JOAMA Consulting est connu au niveau du gouvernement fédéral du Canada. Nous sommes suivis par le gouvernement du Manitoba et même d'autres gouvernements. Nous avons ouvert ce show pour montrer à l'Afrique que le Canada est disponible pour l'Afrique. Le Canada est disponible pour l'Afrique. C'est vrai, JOAMA Consulting vient de commencer un peu, nous ne sommes pas encore très costauds, mais nous avons des relations. J'ai demandé aux ambassadeurs qu'après ce Zoom, est-ce qu'il y a un pays qui a besoin de M&C Commodities à partir de demain? Ce n'est pas la peine de renvoyer dans 2 mois. Est-ce qu'il y a une compagnie en Tunisie qui a besoin de nous? C'est cela la raison de cette rencontre d'aujourd'hui. Donc, je vais juste m'arrêter là pour permettre que Ginela, elle joue 2 rôles parce que non seulement elle joue le rôle de la présentatrice, mais elle connaît également les objectifs de JOAMA Consulting et elle connaît M&C Commodities. Donc, je m'arrête d'abord là en français parce qu'il y a beaucoup de francophones qui suivent et qui vont avoir besoin de M&C Commodities. Merci à son excellence. Je ne vais pas donner le nom parce que les ambassadeurs sont nombreux. Vous savez, quand vous dites à un ambassadeur, vous dites à tout le monde. J'ai apprécié un ambassadeur qui a like quelque chose et je remercie son excellence sans donner le nom parce qu'ils sont en train de suivre. Alors, Ginela, tu peux donner également les mêmes informations en anglais et puis nous allons passer aux questions s'il y a des gens qui ont des questions à poser. Merci.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ondo, for all those information. And I would like to thank again Brenden for taking the time to come on our Zoom. And then one thing that I want to mention is that they have never turned down our invitation. They are always ready to join us. They're always ready to share their vision. And one thing that I like is always they emphasize more on creating job or creating opportunities for others other than themselves. And it's very an important factor that I like with the M&C commodity. Like you see, they are very specialized in agri-food, and we know that in Africa, I don't think so there's a country in Africa that doesn't really need agri-food. I mean, some might have access to technology. I know in our days we are all looking for new technology, but I think the base, like the one of the sector that is like dominant in Africa is agro-food, and I think M&C Commodity has all the quality to share or to partner with any company in Africa. So this Zoom was probably short for some of you, but it's because we don't also want to share. I think every company has their own secret. They cannot share everything with you. So that's why you have to be in contact with them, either with me, Mr. Ondo, or even Brenden himself. So if there's a company that feels that, or if there's those that are watching right now, I'm like, okay, you know what? My company needs this. Probably my restaurant needs this, because I know we like cooking. As an African person, we like everything that has oil. Everything that we're cooking needs oil. But also, it's also about the healthy life that we're trying to go to. So, and having M&C Commodity in your company, in your restaurant, in your house, we really not only create job for your country, but you can also find other opportunities with them. And we want to let you know that there are also ambassadors that has also been contacted to also share, to learn a little bit about M&C Commodity. So if you know there's probably the Minister of Agriculture in your culture and you feel like, okay, this is such a great opportunity, don't wait for tomorrow, for next year, for to take this opportunity. And like Brenda said, it's good to talk, but we have to take action on that. And we know there's so much that Canada can offer to Africa, because we see so many countries that are having company in Africa, but it's sometimes rare to see a Canadian company having also their place in Africa, and M&C Commodity is one of those companies. So don't wait, like don't procrastinate. You know, I used to do that in university, and it's such a bad choice. So I am not suggesting that for you. So if you're feeling that this company can be a great opportunity for us, and I will ask other questions too after, or if you have questions that you like to ask for to Brenden, feel free to type them or to send it to me, or I can also send those questions after to him. So really seize this opportunity. And then honestly, it's really just because of the pandemic that we were not able to physically go to Africa and meet people, but that should not stop us. And we have the opportunity of having Zoom, all the technology that is possible. So do not wait, do not hesitate to contact us. And we are more than happy to share with you all the information that M&C Commodity we have. And there are other details that I didn't even give that we can give it to you once you decide to be part of it. So if you have any question, please feel free to type it, and I will share the question with Brenden. Or if not, if you prefer to send an email after, don't hesitate. And I want to thank you again, Brenden, and you also send our thanks to Carlos, even if he wasn't able to be here. And we really hope that this year is more fruitful, more successful for either you or JOUR-DATE Consulting or everybody that is going to take part of this great project. And if there's no one else, if Mr. Ondo has nothing to add, we can go with question, if that's okay with you, Brenden.
Yes, thank you so much for the kind ending to your remarks, and that's exactly it. Let's not wait. Let's not wait another day. Corona is we can't use it as an excuse. It's on its way down, and 2020 is over. 2021 has begun, and let's not waste any more time. The time is now to make it happen. So we'll leave it at that.
Okay, so we actually have one question, which is interesting. It's like, is there a specific reason why M&C Community choose to focus only on oil?
On what? Sorry, on oil?
Oil, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we know the need for oil in Africa to the consumers. And so that's why oil is our main byproduct here in Canada, right? So we saw the opportunity to bring that product as a healthy, clean, natural product for the people there. As far as the feed, we plan to bring feed there, but it's just a little bit more complicated because the diets of the animals out there are so different from here. So it's just going to take a little bit more work. So the idea was get in with the oil and then shift over to the meal.
Okay, and I could see that there's also different phases that. So is the country that is deciding? Okay, looking at my country, I think I'll go for phase one, or I think I can the country go with 2 phases, or it has to be one phase that they have to choose, or how does it work with the phase that you just explained?
Yeah, like usually the reason we set up the phases was really to walk before we run. But the idea with that plan is to roll out all 4 phases in the country that we would begin with. Because at the end of the day, M&C Commodities, Canada as a whole, we cannot produce enough commodities here to supply those facilities that we would build in Africa. So the idea is to start by supplying it with Canadian products, build the infrastructure, make it self-sustaining. Now this one self-sustains, then we can move on to the next country, phase 1, supply it, build self-sustaining, and then on to the next one. So it would typically be phase 1 to 4 in any country that we did. I mean, potentially we could start at phase 2 and cut out the just sending product if the country is maybe a little bit more mature and ready to move a little bit quicker.
Okay, thank you. Another question that has been is what kind of or what commitment do you need from entrepreneurs in Africa? Like what kind of commitment do you need from them to achieve this project?
Yeah, I mean, it's really about, I mean, of course there's a financial component, but I mean, it's really just finding the right partner that's just committed as us to the mission, that's going to be serious about running, a piece of our business out there that, has the industry connections, government connections, and the proper, and somebody, there's a lot for us to learn as Canadians going into Africa. So we really need a true partner that's going to help us with the culture, help us with the political dynamics, legal dynamics, and really knows how to help us take the business to the next level.
Thank you for the answer. And that's you're right with the fact that you need to know where you are going, you need to know where you're stepping, how does it work there, and how does the people think, and that will be easier to probably learn how to do business there. So like I said, this is one of the thing that I really like about M&C Commodities. So I'm even excited for you to learn more about them. So feel free to come to us, to contact us. Those were the questions that we had, and for myself, I think I was just more focused on the faces, and I think that will be it for today. But like I said, if you were not able to be on the Zoom, or you're probably not watching live, the video will always be on YouTube, so you can always check the link after and come with your question. So thanks you once again. Thank you to Mr. Ondo for being part of this show, and Mr. Brenden, and maybe one of these days we might have probably like a fixed program for M&C Commodities. We never know. We will probably start a podcast about it. So thank you for joining us, and then we wish you all the best. And yeah, thank you so much. And thank you to all those that are listening. Et merci à tous ceux qui ont écouté. Nous espérons que vous avez appris un peu sur M&C Commodities, toutes les opportunités qu'ils offrent. Donc, n'hésitez pas à nous contacter. Donc, Brenden a partagé ses contacts. Vous pouvez le contacter, moi ou Monsieur Ondo. Et comme on le dit, c'est bien beau de parler, mais il faut prendre l'action aujourd'hui. N'attendez pas demain, n'attendez pas l'année prochaine. Tout se fait aujourd'hui, et nous avons la grâce d'avoir la technologie avec nous. Donc, merci encore d'avoir été avec nous. Et la semaine prochaine, nous aurons Fleet-Hunt Technology. So next week, we are going to have another Canadian company, Fleet-Hunt Technology, to present also other opportunities. Et le jeudi, nous aurons le Burundi avec nous, avec Monsieur Gervais, et vous allez connaître aussi un peu plus ce jeudi. So on Thursday, we will also have Burundi representing with Mr. Janv. You'll have more information on that day. So stay with us, tune in on Thursday or next Tuesday, and we hope you're learning with those episodes on Drama Zoom HEBDO. Thank you, and I will say next time, hopefully it will be physically than virtual. Brenden?
Yes,
Let's hope so. All right. Thank you so much, and bye-bye to everyone.